enforcement team then don't begin move from house to house to catch people when they dirty their environment. To make our capital territory clean for me and you, the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency, they call on residents and those when they use the state capital as their hustle ground to keep the area secure, clean and green. For you to come out from mobile court wahala, you need to stop to do business for government setback without approval. Clear the grass around the area where you dey stay or do business. Comot yamayama from the gutter when they near you. Stop to the piece or kaka for where no be toilets. No go build kiosk join your house but plant things like tree and flower to give your environment fresh air because clean data now we hand e dey. Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency don't talk say them go begin use mobile court to pursue those people wey no dey obey this message. This message now from the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency. Team them don't begin move from house to house to catch people when they dirty their environment. The agency they call on residents and those when they use the state capital as their hustle ground to keep the area secure, clean and green. For you to come out for wahala, you need to stop to do business for government setback without government approval. Clear the grass around the area where you dey stay or do business. Come out yamayama from gutter when they near you. Stop to the piece or kaka for where no be toilet. Make una provide standard waste bin and register with PSP people where go they con carry una dirty. No build kiosk join your house but plant things like trees and flower to give your environment fresh air because clean data now we hand it day. This message now from the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency.
Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency arrests a 14-year-old boy for throwing refuse into the Borigo Club. Welcome to Delta Capital Territory District Program. My name is Ngozi Peters. The Environmental Task Force of Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency Asaba has apprehended a 14-year-old boy for allegedly dropping refuse within the premises of the Ibori Golf Club in Asaba. The arrest, which occurred late at night, was confirmed by Mr. Isaac Nwosu, Head of Environmental Department at Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency. He stated that the suspect was caught in the act and has since been handed over to the authorities at the GRA police station following the identification of his residence. The suspect was apprehended for the illegal dumping of waste. Nwosu said he is currently in custody and steps are being taken to obtain a court order to seal his residence where he lives. He will also be arraigned in court without delay. Reacting to the incident, the Director General of Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency, Mr. Patrick Oka, issued a strong warning to the public, reiterating the agency's zero tolerance stance on environmental violations. Let this serve as a clear warning. The agency will not tolerate any act that threatens our environment, Oka declares. Anyone found violating Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency's environmental regulations will face the full weight of the law. He further encouraged all residents within the Capital Territory to practice responsible waste disposal by registering with the designated private sector participation PSP operators in their respective areas. Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency continues to intensify efforts towards maintaining environmental sanitation and sustainability in the state capital. Thank you for listening to Delta Capital Territory This Week News. The program continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Delta, Asaba, our road clean and white.
My fellow Deltans, when they do business or stay for Delta Capital Territory, open your ear well. The agency mobile call don't begin catch people when they throw away dirty and yama for road and inside gutter. Our inspection team them don't begin move from house to house to catch people when they dirty their environment. The agency, they call on residents and those when they use the state capital as their hustle ground to keep the area secure, clean and green. For you to come out for Wahala, you need to stop to the do business for government setback without government approval. Clear the grass around the area where you stay or do business. Come out yama from gutter where they near you. Stop to the piece or kaka for where not be toilet. Make una provide standard waste bin and register with PSP people where go they can carry una dirty. No build kiosks join your house, but plant things like trees and flower to give your environment fresh air, because clean data now we hand the day. This message now from the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency. My fellow Deltans, when they do business or stay for Delta Capital Territory, open your ear well. Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency mobile call don't begin catch people when they throw away dirty and yama for road and inside gutter. Our inspection and enforcement team then don't begin move from house to house to catch people when they dirty their environment. To make our capital territory clean for me and you, the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency, they call on residents and those when they use the state capital as their hustle ground to keep the area secure, clean and green. For you to come out from mobile court wahala, you need to stop to the do business for government setback without approval. Clear the grass around the area where you dey stay or do business. Come out yama from the gutter when they near you. Stop to the piece or kaka for where not be toilets. No go build kiosks join your house, but plant things like tree and flower to give your environment fresh air, because clean data now we hand e day. Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency don't talk say them go begin use mobile court to pursue those people when not they obey this message. This message now from the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency.
My humble name is Mr. Patrick Echefu. I'm from Anambra State, precisely Agwata local government area. When I was in South Korea, I spent in South Korea about 25 good years working there, gathering experiences. Then, when I finally find myself in Nigeria, I said it's no need for me to start importing again. It's better I create something that I knew in South Korea so that so many persons can benefit from me. My wish ever before is to put food on a table of some unemployment here in Nigeria. And today we started, but really it's not really easy, because to set up a factory is not a day job. It's something that required a lot of money. Even as you can see, if you look at this place now, the machine I'm using is the least machine, the one I can afford. Even the place I am is very expensive to compare to the type of business I'm doing. Very much expensive. So my happiness is that in Nigeria or in Delta State as a place, my happiness is that through this, we are keeping the community and the urban place very clean. Because ever before, when we don't have this type of business, everywhere, more especially the drainages, we are all blocked.